Can words really change the world? I mean, not armies, not kings, not laws, but just an idea written down on paper? Well, today we're going to dive into one of the most incredible examples in all of history, how a single, simple pamphlet lit the fuse for the American Revolution. Okay, so let's set the scene. Put yourself in the shoes of a colonist in early 1776. Things with Great Britain are tense, to say the least, and you've got this massive, terrifying choice in front of you. Do you try to make peace with the king to smooth things over? Or do you risk absolutely everything, your life, your family, your future, on this wild, radical idea of independence? And believe me, this was not an easy decision. The colonies were completely split. This wasn't some unified movement marching in lockstep. Nope, it was a society on a knife's edge, basically being pulled in two totally opposite directions. You can really see that split right here. On one side, you had a huge number of people, maybe even most people, who were still loyal to Britain and were just hoping for peace. But on the other side, you had this smaller but really loud group of patriots who were screaming for a total rebellion. The whole country was basically stuck in a deadlock. So into this charged, uncertain environment, a new weapon gets deployed. And it's not a cannon, it's not a musket, it's an idea, printed on a page. Suddenly, this simple little pamphlet starts showing up everywhere. And get this, it wasn't a big speech from some famous leader, and it wasn't an official document. It was just this short book, published anonymously, that anybody could buy for just a few pennies. And the title? Absolutely brilliant. Common Sense. Right away, it tells you this isn't some high-minded academic argument. This is just, well, common sense, something anyone could understand. And the guy who wrote it, a guy named Thomas Paine, knew exactly what he was doing. So what did it actually say? Well, Paine's argument was a bombshell. He didn't just say independence was a nice idea. He completely tore apart the very idea of being ruled by a king from across an ocean. He basically said, look, it's not just a good idea to be independent, it's absolutely necessary for us to survive and thrive. And more than that, it's inevitable. It's going to happen, so we have to be the ones to make it happen. There was no going back. That message landed like a lightning strike. It didn't just convince a few people here and there. It caused this massive, seismic shift in public opinion. It basically broke the deadlock and got everyone pointing in the same direction. And Paine didn't pull any punches. He knew what he was asking of people. With a line like this, he was saying, yeah, this is going to be hard. It's going to test every fiber of your being. But that honesty is what made his call to action so powerful. It felt real. And this is where he really elevates the whole thing. He reframes the entire conflict. Suddenly, it's not just a little squabble over taxes. No, the American cause is a cause for everyone, everywhere. It's a fight for freedom against tyranny, a symbol for the entire world. That gave the whole movement this incredible moral weight. And hey, don't just take my word for how big of a deal this was. Here's what Thomas Jefferson, the guy who's about to write the Declaration of Independence, said right after the pamphlet came out. He saw a country that was totally divided suddenly become united. The impact was just that fast and that clear. I mean, the change was just staggering. Before Common Sense, the idea of independence was seen as this fringe, extreme, radical position. After reading it, it became an inevitable reality. It literally changed what people believed was possible. So, what was the secret sauce here? Why was this one little pamphlet so ridiculously effective? Well, it was a perfect storm. The language was simple and direct, for everybody, not just the elites. The arguments were clear and powerful, and it showed up at the exact perfect moment to shatter the stalemate. So, to sum it all up, the impact was just, wow. Common Sense grabbed a deeply divided population and unified it. It took an idea that seemed crazy and dangerous and made it feel necessary, made it feel like plain old common sense. And that leaves us with one last big thought. The story of Common Sense is this amazing reminder that history isn't just shaped by battles and kings, but by the power of ideas. And it really makes you wonder, right? In our world today, with all the noise and all the information flying around, can a single, clear, powerful idea still cut through it all and change the world? Something to think about.